everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Foles Eagles going up against Rivers' Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Oh, the spin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's third down.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Foles. Smith catches left side. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it here with Blount. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Foles. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion right is Smith. This guy spent 5 years as a Charger, Darren Sproles. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Foles. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd down, Rivers. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Shift together here from the D-line. Rivers now on 2nd down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rivers from the gun on third down. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Reset. Come back. Down. Blue ready.
They'll run with Thompson. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Here's Blunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Again, here's Blunt. LeGarrette Blunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Go, run.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Blount. He'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Play fake here. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Play action now. Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And some space here. Denard Robinson by himself. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Denard Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on second down. Rivers going deep for Benjamin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Whoosh. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And all the way 26. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set. 380. White. Set. 380.
On first and 10, Rivers. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Second down now after the incompletion. On the counter, here's Gordon. And some room to maneuver. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Rivers saying, welcome back, Mr. Allen. It's a Charger first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Rivers to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a carry for Blunt. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now Foles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Foles. Going underneath to Blunt. Blunt rumbling with a first down and more. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So we've got a 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On play action, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run. It's Oliver. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing, Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's Donnie Jones now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Rivers now, the throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they're going to go for 2. Here's Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Look at the spin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. They run it here with Oliver. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to feel that one knocked down hard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.